Okay, so number 6, it says choose a term that has the given definition. All of these definitions, these are from chapter 1, so they should be pretty simplistic. There's nothing like too crazy on here. Some of them seem a little odd at first, but once you've seen them, then you'll remember it. The first one says the set of all points in a plane that lie the same distance from a single point in a plane. This definition actually comes up on testing, like FSA or best testing a lot. So you have a point on a plane, and all the points equidistant from that point make a circle. That definition also comes up with a sphere. They talked about like a 3D space, all the points equidistant from a point in a 3D space, that would be sphere. Okay, the next one says intersecting lines that form right angles. So intersecting lines that form right angles, that would be perpendicular. Perpendicular lines are perpendicular. Okay, the third one, it says having exactly the same shape and size. So if you have two shapes, exact same shape and size, those shapes are congruent. And then for the fourth one, a figure formed by two rays that have the same endpoint. So two rays, so a ray here and another ray, same endpoint, that creates an angle. Okay, next. So flip the page, we're going to number 7 now. This is something that we've been practicing quite a bit, actually. There's always intersecting lines, and then you have to consider vertical angles and linear pairs to solve for your variables. So everyone presents itself a little bit different. Sometimes you'll solve for the vertical angles first, sometimes you'll solve for a linear pair first. In this case, vertical angles are equal. As you know, vertical angles are equal. So we can set this equal to this. So 104 equals 12x minus 52, and then we can solve for x. So add 52 to both sides. Divide by 12, and x equals 13. So that is half of the correct answer, x equals 13. It also asks for the value of z. So z forms a linear pair with this angle or this one. So with a linear pair, this adds to 180. So to find z, we can do 180 minus 104. 180 minus 104 is 76. And then you're done. So z equals 76. Okay. Then the next one, number 8. The perimeter of a pentagon below is 56 units. Find the value of y. So perimeter is the distance around the shape. You could write out all these terms in succession equal to 56. Something that I like to do to save myself a little bit of time is just combine terms as I'm writing this down. So 2y plus 3y would be 3y plus 3y. That would be 6y. And then I'm going to combine the constants. So 10 is that plus 2 minus 3, 11. So 10 plus 2 would be 12, minus 3 would be 9, plus 11 would be 20, and then I put that equal to 56. Then from here, solve for y like it asks. 36. And y equals 6. So as you know, some of these questions, it doesn't just ask for y, it asks for the length of one of the segments. So sometimes you do have to take that value and plug it back into one of the expressions. Bathroom? Yeah, go ahead. Number 9. It says find the area of a circle with radius of 4 centimeters. So you need the equation for area of a circle. So use the reference sheet that's either on your desk or around your desk and find the equation on the reference sheet and then write it down right here. So practice doing this on your own. Find the equation and write it down on number 9. You may have it memorized, however, when you're nervous, you might forget or second guess yourself. So find it on the reference sheet and write it down. So, oh, I thought you had your hand raised. So you should have gone to the reference sheet, look for circle, and then area equals pi r squared. So area equals pi r squared. So you may have that memorized at this point, but when you're nervous or whatnot, you might forget or second guess yourself. It is right there on the reference sheet. So it says to use a value of 3.14 for pi. So as I'm using this equation, 3.14. The radius here is 4 squared. We need to use order of operations to solve. So 4 squared would be 16 times 3.14. You'd plug this into a calculator and it comes out to 50.24. And then because it's area, it's centimeters squared. I don't know. Oh, somebody asked you for one? That's weird. You look suspicious or something. Well, our past went swimming in the toilet apparently, and I didn't ask for it back. Okay, there you go. Okay, so you get your answer just like this from the calculator. It says do not round your answer. So in the box, you're just going to put it exactly as is, and it says choose the correct unit. So it would be centimeters squared because of area. Area is always that unit squared. Okay. Did you use the pi button? Okay, number 10, last one. It gets a little bit simpler. For each pair of figures below, show how they are related. So this one's transformations. You're just looking at whether it's a rotation, reflection, or translation. In this case, let's see. Here, from here to here, be a turn, which is a rotation. So you choose rotation. This one right here, it is a flip or a reflection, would be the technical word. Then for this one, a turn or a rotation. And then last but not least, slide from one spot to the other would be a translation. The other one we learned was dilation, but I don't believe that's included in this question set. Okay, and that is 6 through 10. So on ALEKs, there are 10 questions, 2 of each. Go ahead and get a computer, log on, and practice that. If you have questions, of course, let me know.